Hello, I am Megan Todd.
Good morning, I am Kaylee Cooper, and we're from Fox and the Hound News.
Today in history, the court case Plessy v. Ferguson occurred.
This case was about segregation.
It was about a lot more than segregation. This case set the standard for segregation for the next century.
And now we'll take you to New Orleans for a new live exclusive interview with Big Mama.
Hello, I'm Big Mama, and I'm here with Mr. Plessy. How are you today?
Well, it's just like every other day. I'm still dead.
That's an unfortunate circumstance.
You know what else is unfortunate? That even though I'm just 1/8 black, that I'm still a victim of segregation.
Well, that's why I'm here. Can you tell me why you're such an important figure in history today?
I was chosen by the Great Citizens Committee of New Orleans to test the law that allowed segregation. I took a bold step by entering and riding a white-only train car. When asked to leave and ride the black-only car, I refused and was arrested. Can you believe it? I was only 1/8 black and still oppressed. Do I even look black to you?
No, you look dead, but like a good dead. It really brings out your cheekbones. But I heard that back in the day you used to look great.
Thank you, sweet thing, but I'm taken by my lovely wife, Louise.
Okay, so what did you do after being arrested for such an unreasonable cause?
Well, after being arrested, thrown in jail, and released on a $500 bond, my trial took place in Louisiana with Judge John Ferguson, ruling against me and for segregation.
That must have been so frustrating, especially after you and so many others struggling for equal rights.
It was, but that wasn't the end for my fight against segregation. After the Louisiana Supreme Court refused to overturn the ruling, the United States Supreme Court decided they wanted to hear my side of the argument on segregation.
That's great. So I'm assuming that's why we don't have segregation anymore.
Sadly, no. The Supreme Court ruled that as long as segregation is equal, it is legal. It was a sad day in Black history.
That is an unfortunate result, but at least it was equal, right?
Not really. Facilities were very rarely equal. Bathrooms weren't cleaned as regularly as white bathrooms. Railroad cars were always overcrowded, poorly ventilated, and inconveniently placed, while white railroad cars were in top shape, conforming to their every needs. You could even tell which water fountain belonged to which race, based on how dirty it was. Blacks did not have a victory that day. If anything, it was a reassurance that the civil rights movement would take a long time before reaching its goal.
Well, I'm glad that the Black community has a role model like you. Thank you for your time, Mr. Plessy, and rest in peace. You heard it here first, folks. Plessy versus Ferguson was a flop for African Americans everywhere. We've come a long way from racial segregation and still have a long way to go. Back to you, Megan and Kaylee.
Thanks for that, Big Mama.
That's all we have for the day in history. Thank you to Mr. Plessy for joining us.
And thank you for tuning in. Join us in an hour for Backwoods Baking with Widow Tweed.
And we're clear.